Hey, what's up? My name is Taclys, and look! Sci-fi! It's so awesome! Oh my gosh, I can't even handle it right now. So, in case you hadn't gotten the idea, Project Spark full release came out like a day or two ago, depending on when this video finishes uploading. And, I haven't made a video about it because I've been too busy building. This game is just, the expansion is so cool. So first, I'm going to show you some tips on how to build with the new Sci-fi pack, because there are a few rules and guides that you need to work with, or else you'll mess up your building and you're going to have problems. First, let me give you a quick tour of my base. So I built this little robot, who's my most advanced pet yet. He follows me anywhere I go, and I can use my D-pad. See, I can teleport to him, he can teleport to me, I can stop him in place, and then have him teleport to me, or I teleport to him from there. And then I can turn his assault on so that he'll attack enemies when he detects them. My character can fly with a jetpack, and my robot flies with me, which is awesome. So first off, this is like the opening area. It's pretty hollow right now, but this is the medical bay. This is where you're going to come back when you die. You'll see that more in depth later when I kill myself. Over here, we have the utilities, which includes my oxygen generator. If you've seen Doctor Who, you know my inspiration for this. So it's a rainforest in the middle of space. I think that's cool. Over here is my vehicle bay. I do have sprint, but it's just gliding's faster. Now in my little story, my character came to this asteroid to study a dying sun, and then his exit route got smashed. So he has to like rebuild resources to get back home. It's a simple story, but all that. Yeah, I'll add more vehicles here if I feel so inclined. That thing still wants me to interact with it. Let me do that to get it out of the way. This is a really quick tutorial I put together. There we go. It's out of the way. And lastly, probably should just sprint. I have my Lyrum generator. Lyrum is the energy fuel system that my world uses, so it's a cool looking fuel generator thing. And if I jump in here, oh, it kills me. You're incapacitated. Your Spartan Magician should drag you back to base. Spartan's the name of my little robot, not Master Chief. So yeah, I'm back here. And my Spartan came with me. So let's take a look outside. There's not a lot outside, but there is something, so it's worth looking at. Out here is the asteroid. So, and as you can see, when my Spartan gets over 20 feet away, he then says, hey, do you want me to teleport to you or teleport to me or do nothing? But here's my base from the outside. It looks pretty freaking awesome. I think so, at least. I'll add more detail and smooth out this asteroid. But, so, that's the exterior. I can come over here and it'll spawn some enemies. Yep. Which then if I have my Spartan teleport to me, he can help me fight them. These are the little Void Fiends from the Void pack. These are not part of the Sci-fi pack, but I think they look cool. And they're colored light blue, kind of like my Lyrum energy stuff. They're like the little Lyrum monster things. And I have my gun, which I can either free fire like this, or I can kind of have it aim with the camera and shoot it in the direction my camera is going. And I can put that away if I want. And last thing is I'm going to fly over to this asteroid where I have a little Lyrum generator geyser thingy. And I'm going to harvest it. See? Does this look pretty cool? So, I'm going to call in my harvester. And that's close enough. It's got 17 seconds of harvesting time left. See, there's the Lyrum cell. Oh no! The little Void Fiends are here and they're going to try breaking my harvester. So, this doesn't have any inspiration whatsoever to Call of Duty Ghosts Extinction mode at all. None whatsoever. Oh, fell down the pit. I can fly right back out. Hopefully. There we go. And then I can call this thing back home. Boop, and it's gone. Probably the coolest thing that took me a little bit to figure out in this game, but I figured it out and I'm happy with it. I don't have a floor because I'm up in space, and there's no floor in space. But usually the way Project Spark works is if you go past the floor, it destroys you. But here I have it so it kills you. and it takes me back to spawn. So, that's my sci-fi world. I really hope that that sparked some curiosity, not some curiosity, some creativity within you to create some awesome stuff. If you guys have any requests of this that you've seen, I can turn these monitors on, though they're blown up so big it's kind of fuzzy. Like, how did I make my Spartan? How did I make him so he flies with me? How did I make him so that when I'm walking he follows me, and when I'm sprinting he also keeps following me? Stuff like that. And finally, those little things in the bottom corner, the objects, character, effect cost, that gives me real-time stats in my world while I'm playing, and I cannot tell you how helpful that is. I probably should turn them off while I'm recording, though. But they are helpful. Yeah, super helpful. I'm still trying to get to know what the stats mean and what like the danger zone is before your world starts lagging. But I love that they're there. So, let's get into some tips on how to build the base. So, let's say, I don't know, we're going to build on right here. We're going to make like an extra house thing. First, I'm going to open up the menu. I'm going to type base, because this gives me like 95% of the options for the base. I'm not going to be recoloring these like I did over there, because I like blue more than orangey yellow. But let's get started. First, turn on the grid. On Xbox, press down on the D-pad, and now your grid is snapped on. I don't know how to do that on PC. I've never played this on PC, actually. Then, I would recommend, highly, highly, highly recommend, even though this isn't a requirement, that you stay with 0 or 90-degree intervals. So 180 is cool, 270 is cool, 0 is cool. Don't do 45, don't do 135. That just makes your life more difficult later on. So, stay with 0 or 90. I'm going to run with 90 right here. And then decide what do you want your floor to be, and then don't deviate from that in the future, if you can so help it. So, I'm going to put this down right here. And then I'm going to put another one down right here. Now, these tile together perfectly. I love it. Something cool is that you can flip these bad boys upside down, and you have these cool like light panel things that are affected by power. When the power is turned on or off, like if I go into this guy, brain, not active, power off, the lights are dim. And you can change the color of those lights too, and while they don't actually project light, like I've mentioned in my lights guide video, it is a cool atmospheric thing. So you can do that. I like to use these kind of as pathways because they're a little cleaner than these hexagon-ish routes, but that's up to you. Alright, so we have our little floor right here. Let's go in here and grab a corridor wall. Now this is where things start to get a little bit more important. Rotate it. So there's one side that has this kind of symmetrical face, and the other side is not symmetrical, but it has more lights on it. So I don't know which one you want. It's up to you. But when you place it, be sure that the bottom is flush with the bottom of your floor tile. There's a reason there's that kind of foundation on the bottom of these walls, and that's to disappear. Next, line them up perfectly with your tiles. Don't have them overhanging the edge. So I'm going to place like a wall of these, and don't have them overlap, because there's like a glow when you're placing them. It'll look like they're overlapping ever so slightly, but they're not actually. It's just an effect. Then place 3 tiles like that. This is something that I had trouble with. Not trouble with. I got goofed up on. When you do corners, place the walls tip to tip like this. Do not place them like this. Don't place them like this. It's essential you place them like this. Even though this isn't the greatest example, because these tiles aren't half long as they are, or half wide as they are long. That's a little bit funky. But if I were to continue this pattern out to like, I think there, then the wall would fit perfectly. If I got rid of some of this terrain here. Seems like they kind of dulled the speed of some of these terrain effect tools, but Maybe I'm just impatient. So there, see, it lines up perfectly now. So yeah, it looks like these tiles have a 5:3 ratio, I guess, when it comes to their width rather than their length. They're 1:1 on length. But what you can do here in the corner, because you can see there's a gap, and I would bet money you don't want to see space or whatever's out there. Grab one of these junction pillars and rotate it like this. Now if you place it right there, you can still see a gap in space. So I like to nudge it back to about right there. Now there's no gap in space, and it looks like it fits. Actually, it looks good. Now if that's still too much bulge for you, no, you can just grab the tile and move it even farther back in, and there it's almost not there at all. I don't worry about this kind of square space here, because even if I had more of these tiles, it kind of moved my camera there. Over on this side, and then put a wall. No, that's not the wall. Sometimes it likes to grab tiles behind the one that you're aiming at for whatever reason. I would put it right here, and then put another corner piece like that. So I really wouldn't worry about that. And as you can see from the outside, it's not, my base isn't the most aesthetically pleasing on the outside, but it's also not the ugliest, because this particular architecture does not demand to be beautiful on the exterior. It's not a beautiful design, so to speak. It's more of a functional, modular look. That doesn't mean it can't be beautiful, but it's okay if it's not perfect. Aesthetically speaking. Grid speaking, it is important that it's perfect. That's probably the main thing I wanted to show you guys right there. Let's see, the roof. I'm still trying to get these roofs figured out exactly how they go together, but I think I'm understanding it. If you were to place the roof, it would be halfway thick through the wall, like this. Like that. I think, but I'm not sure. That, or they would just not even be touching the roof whatsoever. But I think that's how they're supposed to be, or not the walls. I mean, the roof is not supposed to be touching the walls, I think. I don't know. It really depends on what you're going for. And also be aware that these roof panels are also double-sided. They have these kind of hatch looks almost on one side, and then almost like a simplified floor on the other. So those are the key pieces. There's so many pieces in this pack that you can work with. Oh, didn't mean to do that. But so I hope that helps you out some. Thanks for watching. You can expect a lot more Sci-Fi Project Spark videos in the near future, because I am playing with it almost obsessively. I mean, I have college to attend to, and it is not nearly as interesting as Project Spark. So, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys